Genesis chapter 45. And Joseph was unable to restrain himself before all those who stood by him, and he called out, "Have everyone go out from me." So no one stood with him while Joseph made himself known to his brothers. And he wept aloud, and the Mizrites in the house of Pharaoh heard it. And Joseph said to his brothers, "I am Joseph. Is my father still alive?" But his brothers were unable to answer him, for they trembled before him. Then Joseph said to his brothers, "Please come near me." And when they came near, he said, "I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Mizraim. And now do not be grieved nor displeased with yourselves because you sold me here. For Yah sent me before you to preserve life. For 2 years now scarcity of food had been in the land, and there are still 5 years in which there is neither plowing or harvesting. And Yah sent me before you to preserve you for a remnant in the earth, and to give life to you by a great escape. So then you did not send me here but Yah. And he has set me for a father to Pharaoh, and master of all his house, and a ruler throughout all the land of Mizraim. Hurry, go up to my father and say to him, Thus says your son Joseph, Yah has made me master of all Mizraim. Come down to me, do not delay, and you shall dwell in the land of Goshen, and be near me, you and your children and your children's children, your flocks and your herds and all that you have. And I shall provide for you there, lest you and your household and all that you have come to poverty, because 5 years of scarcity of food are still to come. And look, your eyes and the eyes of my brother Benjamin, see that it is my mouth that speaks to you. And you shall inform my father of all my esteem in Mitzrayim, and of all that you have seen. And you shall hurry and bring my father down here. And he fell on his brother Benjamin's neck and wept, and Benjamin wept on his neck. And he kissed all his brothers and wept over them. And after that his brothers spoke with him. And the report of it was heard by the house of Pharaoh, saying, The brothers of Joseph have come. And it was good in the eyes of Pharaoh and in the eyes of his servants. And Pharaoh said to Joseph, Say to your brothers, Do this, load your beasts and go into the land of Canaan, and take your father and your households and come to me, and I'll give you the best of the land of Mitzrayim, and you eat the fat of the land. And you have been commanded to do this. Take wagons out of the land of Mitzrayim for your little ones and your wives, and you shall bring your father and come. And do not be concerned about your goods, for the best of all the land of Mitzrayim is yours. And the sons of Israel did so. And Joseph gave them wagons, according to the mouth of Pharaoh, and gave them food for the journey. And he gave to all of them, to each man, changes of garments. But to Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver and fine changes of garments. And he said to his father this, 10 donkeys loaded with the best of Mitzrayim, and 10 female donkeys loaded with grain and bread and food for his father for the journey. So he sent his brothers away, and they left. And he said to them, Do not quarrel along the way. And they went up out of Mitzrayim and came to the land of Canaan to Jacob their father. And they told him, saying, Joseph is still alive, and he is governor over all the land of Mitzrayim. And Jacob's heart ceased, for he did not believe them. And when he spoke to him in all the words which Joseph had spoken to them, and when he saw the wagons which Joseph had sent to transport him, the spirit of Jacob their father revived. And Israel said, Enough, my son Joseph is still alive. Let me go and see him before I die.